What's up guys, it's Drac, and coming in there for all you Fortnite gamers, NERF has a brand new shell design. So coming in at 50 bucks, this is an impressive package. It's actually a pretty serious prop in terms of it being like true to the game in its mold and function. So this is the pump action Mega AccuStrike legendary tactical shotgun from the game. And it's got a lot of deco going on that makes it pretty impressive, but more than anything, in a world where a lot of the sniper rifles have been shrinking over at Hasbro, I'm impressed to see something coming out at a 1-to-1 scale, full size. Now, the only thing that it's advertising up top is a 6-dart drum. So I guess they've decided to implement the tac shot with a drum system. And then on the back here, it talks about how it's pump action, duh, and how it has the Mega 6-dart drum. They're also advertising the flare, the BAR, the compact SMG. We've done reviews on all these blasters if you want to check them out. And then it's saying that this has a yellow gold wrap. Other than that, all the disclaimers from Epic Games and Hasbro. Let's get it out of the package and tell you what it's got. Now, coming out of time-lapse mode, before we talk about aesthetics, I just want to point out, loading the blaster is so pleasant. This chamber here is perfectly aligned and just makes for a very nice sensory experience. If you like little quality of life upgrades like that, I actually was not expecting one on a branded tie-in like this, but it was quite pleasant. So let's start from the back to the front. We have a built-in stock. The built-in stock is very short and completely flat on the back end. Now, aesthetically, this is true to the game. It's a very cartoonish look, but I want to point out, I can't really shoulder this. I have to rotate my shoulder around to shoulder it, and at that point, I'm so close to my body that there's no advantage to it. I'd rather be out in space. It's not doing its job as a stock. Now, it's also not an in-strike or a buffer tube or any sort of attachment point here. This is a permanently molded feature on the shotgun. Now, again, if you're into this for the aesthetics and the true-to-game accuracy, that's fine. If you're into it from a tactical mega revolver shotgun perspective, then what are you doing anyway? The Cyclone Shock is way cheaper. Come on. Moving forward, you've got the grip. The grip is actually quite nice. It's large. It's got good contouring on it. The trigger well is a little small. You can see that I barely fit inside the trigger well. Now, if you have smaller hands, that's not going to be an issue, but if your hands are larger or just perhaps maybe more swollen than mine, you're going to have a difficult time with this relatively comically small thing. Over here, you've got a pseudo button. This doesn't do anything. This is like a safety that's been molded into the blaster. Up top, there is no in-strike rail, no pick rail. However, you have molded in plasticky iron sights. In all honesty, not bad. It's a shotgun though. You're not aiming down sights. You're shooting from the hip after all. Then over here, you've got the pump grip. The pump grip looks relatively comfortable. It is huge. It's got this weird cutout up here to accommodate the revolver kind of cylinder, and that's accentuated on both sides, but definitely looks a little awkward. And then on the label to camera side, blaster looks great, solid prop work. And then on the side with no paint, of course, you've got this huge hole in here, which is, I guess, designed to clear jams, but leads into the faux barrel and kind of showcases both that loading port, but I don't think that there's any merit in having this hole cut out here other than necessary safety or foreign object intrusions or what have you. Back here, it looks like there would be a jam door or a breech for shotgun shells. However, that's just molding. It doesn't do anything over there. So overall, the aesthetics are true to the game and look pretty good, but on the side with no paint, and then all of the warning labels as well as some of the necessary cutaways, it looks pretty rough. So I feel like the overall aesthetic from this side, great. I'm glad that they put the flashlight on this side. The overall impression of this side, not so great. So if you're using it as a prop, definitely hope you're right-handed because your photos are gonna look a lot better that way. As far as the blaster's functions go, we've already briefly touched on the stock, not being much of a stock at all. We've talked on the sights, not being necessary or really existing. There's no modularity on this. There's no in-strike barrel attachment lug. There's nothing. So what you get is really what you get. And what you get is a 6-shot pump action shotgun that fires Mega AccuStrike. No auto retraction here, so you're gonna have to prime forward, which begs the question, slam fire. Yes. So if it's going to be a shotgun and it's going to work like it does in Fortnite, you need the ability to rapidly blast those baddies. And it does deliver that. Everything about it, at least in that brief firing test, feels pretty crisp. Let me see if I can force a jam. Nope. Relatively simple operatings and metrics. Let's take it outside. Let's find out how well it shoots. All right, so we're out here with the tac shot, and we'll put 3 over the chronograph. Looks like it's ready to go. 74, duplicate 74, duplicate 274. So if nothing else, it's good to be consistent. Now 74 is barely over elite standard performance and certainly low performing, but you get high caliber ammo at that low performance metric. Now on account of all of these spiders have moved in on my target here, I can't move it back, which is a true advantage. We're sitting here at right about 25 feet. Let's see if we can get a single mega AccuStrike dart on target. I think that once we've dialed it in, it is relatively accurate. And this is true to form, like if you are a Fortnite gamer, this is the perfect aesthetic complement to like your basement battle. Is it competitive? Absolutely not. Do all blasters have to be competitive? Absolutely not. It's just a fun, funky cartoon shotgun. However, it does set you back 50 United States dollars. So if you're looking for something that does the same exact thing with slightly higher performance in a much smaller package, I highly recommend the Mega Cyclone Shock from days gone by. And if you can't find one at your local Goodwill or on eBay, and you'd consider supporting a small hobby shop, we have a ton of blaster product over on the Blaster Barn, our kind of Nerf buy-sell trade site in the description box below. And I think we even have some Cyclone Shocks in stock. If you'd like to pick up one of these, I found mine at Target. I think you can find it on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description box below. I do not anticipate there being a mod guide for this product just because it's so elegant in its simplicity wrapped up in a funky cartoon shell. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, do you think that this is worth 50 bucks or would you rather just have the Cyclone Shock? Much love, blast on, Drac out.